Alright, hold up. It says I'm still hosting somebody? Am I? No, I shouldn't be. Nah, we're good. Alright. That was weird. Well, we're back at it with some Mass Effect 3. If we remember last time when I had this up, Hey, what's up, Ikiri? Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it. We left off in the middle of a mission, practically. And we're going to pick right up back up with that. Get to see old Jacob again. Should be kind of interesting. Maybe. I know Jacob himself probably isn't the most interesting person in the game, but regardless, it'll be nice to kind of revisit. And then I think we're going to be hitting up some stuff with the Quarians, so I'll be interested to see what happens there. I've been looking for something. I mean, I wasn't sure what was happening last stream. Then we had to go back to the Citadel. Then we had to go do the stuff with Udina, and then we shot Udina because for some reason he just turned evil. And I was very confused as to where the game was going. But then we got some direction from Hackett about the Quarians needing something to be done. So we'll be getting on with that. But let's go ahead and switch over to the game and get this thing started. Unfortunately, I didn't boot up the game pre-stream, so we got to go sit through that loading sequence again. But it shouldn't be too bad. But seems like things are picking back up again. Again, I was just kind of at a loss as to what was going to be happening after we finished up the stuff on Tachanka. And apparently the Krogans are fighting alongside the Turians. And I don't know if we're going to hear back from that or what. We did have a slight encounter with Ashley. I was looking at my stream from when I did this game originally a few years ago. And of course, in that game, I had saved Caden. But anyway, I had Caden like super early in the game. By the time I was doing Samara's little side mission, Caden was already with us. And when I was doing it here, Ashley decided she was going to go do something with Hackett. I don't know. Go join his fleet somewhere. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if she's going to be available or not. She might have just left the game. So if that's the case, oh well. But I guess maybe we'll see her. If we don't, whatever. Mostly, I'm just kind of bummed out that we've only had 4 party members for the longest time. I feel like I should have picked somebody else up new. Don't be a what now? What'd you call me? Let me see. I've already picked up my loadout before, but I'm just going over everything just to see what I got. Spike thrower, that's good. Bloodpack Punisher, I think, has been okay. Everybody else I don't really care about, so you guys can go fend for yourself. What are you doing, Edie? Come on. Alright. I want to check out that Dr. Man that was in charge of Project Overlord. Had a little chat with him before we left off last time, too.
And make sure those samples from Project Mia get out on the second shuttle.
I've already dropped 1 box. My hands were shaking so hard.
Is this the white? Unfortunately, my screen is... My screen is not loading, or at least it's taking a while to get up. Let's see if it's it.
When you fear for your life, there's a lot you can do.
Bryn, I can't possibly dismantle the genetic amplification components in time.
I'm sorry, Dr. Boehner. It's important work, but right now you need to tend to your family.
Wait, there are families here? Children?
A dangerous choice.
Is it up? Okay, it's up. Okay, I think we're good. I don't know what was going on with that. I think I had to reset the scene, like flip back and forth between a couple, so now we seem to be okay.
We only get 1 shot at this, so people better pay attention and fall in line.
Absolutely.
What's the news?
Can't tell. Only know I can't fix it from here. I'm going to the roof. Cerberus landed a shuttle there a couple minutes ago. You win?
Jacob, you're injured. I'll fix the guns.
This guy's hobbling around the whole base.
These are my
I don't think you're in
people.
a good condition right now.
Just because you survived one suicide mission doesn't mean you get two.
Fine. But I'm gonna talk you through it from here. Cerberus is probably jamming the satellite link. Radio me when you found the controls and I'll give you the override code.
Will do.
Alright. What's going on here?
Dr. Cole. Got a moment?
Of course.
What's your relationship with Jacob? We went through a lot together.
What kind of question is
Another
that?
colleague of his introduced us. Through Jacob's eyes, I started to recognize what the elusive man had become. I guess I was so in love with my work that I refused to see the obvious. Its sponsor had become corrupt.
I get that. That's why it's important to have good people around you.
I don't know what we would have done without him.
What kind of work did you do for Cerberus?
Until the elusive man became preoccupied with the collectors, I worked in
So,
his
how's your sex life?
It was a researcher's paradise. I had access to cutting-edge tech and all the personnel I needed. The elusive man spares no expense for technical perfection.
That technical perfection's almost killed me a few times.
It also saved your life. Strange to think about, I would imagine.
Maybe.
But then, life is full of uncomfortable ironies. Isn't everyone's?
How'd you get away?
I was a loyal senior employee. There's a lot of freedom in that. When our fourth colleague disappeared, we organized and were out the door in days.
And until now, Cerberus never suspected you were hiding right under their noses.
We honestly thought we had it all figured out. It's humbling.
So, what's this work of yours that Cerberus wants so badly?
It's based on tech gathered from the Collectors. In essence, it involves dissecting Reaper-to-Collector communications. Dr. Horace Armstrong and I were working on a practical human application. An implant of sorts. Once he'd completed his component and moved on to less valuable work, he disappeared.
Thanks, Dr. Cole. I'll let you get on with the packing.
Thank you again for everything you're doing for us.
So out of a morbid curiosity, I was having a side-by-side comparison between my old stream of Mass Effect 3 and my current one. I was mostly wondering if the Samara side mission was as blue as it was in the original game, and it was. So I got that confirmed. Personal log Bryn Cole. With Jacob's help, we managed to ascertain that several of our colleagues were in fact killed. Contracts terminated is what Cerberus called it. Makeda, Scott, Daniel, Chun-Hei, Anika, so many others I didn't even know about. All of them gone, disappeared without a trace. Just like that. We should have left sooner. I don't know why we waited so long. I can't remember what seemed so important that we had to stay in just one more day. What was I thinking? I don't know. Maybe we should have written that down. But anyway, my goodness, this game surprisingly looks so much better. Just with the higher resolution textures.
Go. Just go. No, I'm okay. Let's just do this.
Slight tweaks to the lighting. Obviously, the frame rate's a lot higher. We're capable of getting higher.
What would these people have done if we hadn't shown up?
A hastily assembled militia is no match for a Cerberus force of any kind.
Okay, maybe we should go see Jacob. I think that's where we need to go eventually. Hey, what's up, Lyra? How's it going? Obviously I've had my complaints about the the massive lens flares and the bloom, but for the most part, this game looks like a lot better, and making the comparison between the two, it just surprises me even more so. Here's the fabrication greaves. Guess I'll grab that, data pad. Yeah, we started not too long ago on Mass Effect 3. What the hell?
I love to eat. But I'm not some sophisticated foodie.
What is that? Wait, where is that ad coming from? Is that me? That's me. No, it is an ad. I just don't know where it's coming from. I muted the desktop audio, but I don't know where that ad is coming from. It's in Spanish now, too. What the hell? La que puedes confiar. Hold up. Give me a second. Something. Web help? What the hell is web helper? Why is that? What is that? Something called web helper is launched. And it is playing like ads nonstop. I don't know what that's coming from though. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Okay, I know where it's coming from, I think. Okay, I think I found it. That normally doesn't happen. Or at least that doesn't play much of, like, any ads. Okay, I think I got it. Man, that was weird. But we're back now. Did I mute the desktop? Things that hook on to download installer. That it was like a legitimate application, but I forgot I had it open, and it normally doesn't play ads. Also, I forgot to turn on the delay. Okay, so we should maybe. Mass Effect 3 is having trouble switching back to Mass Effect 3. There we go. Maybe. It's doing that thing it was doing a couple times. Okay, hold up. More complication, technical difficulties. We'll get this sorted out in just a sec. Maybe. Maybe not. So the problem with 4K, the computer running at 4K, and having a game run at like 1440, 80, or what. Sometimes there's light issues getting things to switch between resolutions, okay, without there being massive problems. Normally it's okay, but every once in a while I get a little bit of a hiccup like that. But I think we got it now. Anyway, Outpost report Jacob Taylor outpost now at 48% operational. We've reorganized some of the storage rooms around the central core, turning them into living units in order to save power. The outer areas are all condemned now, which should provide us with a buffer should Cerberus agents find us. The guns are functional, but I don't like how exposed they are. I'm going to look into finding some shielding on the black market. As am I.
Hey, you okay? Have you been?
Give us a minute. This is crazy. I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
I know the feeling. So how'd you become a gun for hire?
Long story. It was an opportunity I couldn't resist for people I came to care about.
Also, I missed that earlier, but were his lips not synced up? Was it Jacob's? I've noticed that someone's lips weren't synced up with their speech at least one time before. I don't think it's been a constant thing, though.
Nothing is more important than finding a way to beat the Reapers.
These people are important. Their ideals, their knowledge. Someone needs to fight for them.
I don't know. It seems like a waste of your skills.
I'll take that as a compliment.
God, some speech. I guess we're doing a little catch-up with Jacob, though.
A mutual friend in the Mumbai cell. Guess I've known her for a year. We had a lot in common. Then she came to me about her missing colleagues. Asked for my protection, my help finding a place to run to. How could I say no?
Who is she to you?
We're together.
And you run this enclave with her. You settling down, Jacob?
Yeah, maybe. It's just, if these are our final days, I want to spend them protecting these people. Building a life. Whatever's left of it.
You still think about what happened to your dad?
But think about your
Constantly
father.
more like.
Okay, well, I'm glad we resolved that.
Anything on Cerberus I should know about?
The elusive man became obsessed with indoctrination. I know that. You ever wonder how it all went wrong? I mean, was I blind? I remember him being an idealist. How come I couldn't see the evil?
Don't beat yourself up. And if you ever get that crystal ball working, give me a heads up, because I'd love to know how this all plays out.
Right.
What's the story, Jacob? Why are you working at a place like this?
After we got back, well, things look different when you come back from a suicide mission alive. So I quit Cerberus, I quit everything. And sat by the Mediterranean for a while. That's when I lost track of you.
And what did all the fresh air and meditation teach you?
That what I choose to fight for better mean something to me. That it comes from the heart.
We could sure use you.
It's real tempting, Shepard, but I like where I'm at. I'm important to these people. I want a life. I want a family.
Sure, I get that.
No, Shepard.
I don't really
Nobody
get that.
is your real love.
Doesn't mean I don't want to say to hell with it sometimes.
But you won't. You can't.
Yeah, alright.
I should focus on getting these people out of here.
You bet. Let's get to it.
Denied one more party member. But anyway, as I was talking about before we got hit with ads and everything else that's happened. Yeah, no, the game looks pretty good, and I think it's easy to forget that when you're just kind of playing through it without giving it much credence or too much attention. Let's see, personal log, Damini Sengupta. Interesting name. Attempts are ongoing at figuring out what the end product of our research was meant for. While it is obvious that the delivery system was to be implant reliant, with evident neurological applications, many questions remain as of yet unanswered. The loss of Dr. Horace Armstrong in particular is hindering our efforts to speedily reconstruct the nature of the elusive man's goals. We have several parts of the whole, which will lead us to chilling conclusions, but we are nowhere near figuring out what said whole might be, and that is what scares me the most.
There's a war on... What does he want with us? Why does he care?
Obtusely written journal entries. But sometimes I feel like they kind of overdid it with the lighting effects, but looking back, I mean, it's not terribly different. I was looking at that, oh, that was weird, Garrus. That Samara side mission. Moments where it's a little bit darker, but for the most part, it's got the same color scheme, hues, lighting. Every once in a while you get an additional lens flare. Or something going on, but it's not incredibly egregious. So I gotta turn down my DPI. That is way too sensitive. Oh, you're in the way, sir. I totally had a headshot on that guy, and you just stood in front of me like an asshole.
Affirmative.
Damn.
We must
I
locate
was the
the
one that put
satellite
the
tower.
shots into him. I noticed that they did a couple changes on the models too. It's kind of funny. Samara's face was like scrunched down a little bit. Oops. So I don't know. I guess they felt it was too long in the original. So they scrunched that down. They changed the textures on her daughter's faces, which I guess makes them look a little more unique. They look kind of plain Jane in the original, at least as far as Nasari goes. But little tweaks here and there, probably, unless you're super familiar with the games, you're never even going to notice.
Jacob, this should be back online now.
Affirmative, but the guns are still down. You'll need to manually activate them. Head back to the front of the facility.
Hostiles landing.
God, I love this gun. We got this assault rifle during the last stream, and it has been quite nice.
Heads up, shuttles!
They are dropping from above.
Enemy on the
It, like,
mounted gun.
cuts through enemies. And it's got a decent amount of ammunition, too.
Move up! Keep low and find cover!
Oh, shoot. Wait, who was, like, right in front of me? I saw the melee icon pop up for, like, a second. Oh, this thing fires in an arc, too. I didn't even notice that. I guess that might be its biggest detriment, is its range.
Affirmative!
Okay, let's see. Let's see what's going on with this. I don't think I can hit that guy. I'm gonna turn my DPI down just a little bit. Can't even, like, hit that dude's shoulder. Only problem is when I have to get back into the menus, DPI kind of fails me there. Okay, that gun is wildly inaccurate. Oh, hello there.
Right away!
Doing it now.
Okay, let's see. Too many goddamn shield generators. What?
We have to get up there and activate those AA guns manually!
Oh, great. Now Steam messages is making noise. I wasn't doing that before. Hold up, I'll mute it.
Power restored. Gun 1 reset. Circuit incomplete.
Man, that is
The
like
other
the
gun's
most
still down! Let's get
bored
over there.
VI voice I've ever heard. That's like, hold up, let me go take a look at this. All sorts of audio issues today. Okay. So what was that? If you didn't have some of the DLC, you didn't have access to certain weapons that you have? I wouldn't know which ones, unfortunately, but yeah, I buy that. I'm sure the spike thrower was part of the main game. I'm not too sure about, like, the AR I currently have, though. What the hell is this thing even called? The anti-synthetic rifle? That was probably DLC. So is the blood pack stuff, more than likely.
Okay, one of us has to make these repairs.
Garrus, you like guns.
Garrus, you're on the guns.
Will do.
Are you ready, Edie?
I am standing by to assist you.
Hopefully he'll have some modifications. in store as well. Look at that ninja run. Got ourselves a regular Naruto.
Working as fast as I can.
I'm not pressuring you. Edie's the one going up there for some reason. God damn it, Edie.
Right.
Wait, what? Oh, the decoy, right. I'm like, why is there two of her? That's pretty damn convincing. Wait, where are they coming from? Oh.
Done. Go power up the guns.
Gotcha. I'm on it.
Where is this done at? Oh.
Power restored. Circuit reset. Guns operational. Shepard, AA guns are back online.
Copy that. Let's get these people out of here.
Oh, okay. Don't even have to go back in.
Okay, the guns are already picking Cerberus ships out of the sky. Where we at?
On track. First shuttle is already loaded with everyone under 16.
Commander, when should we leave? What's our best chance for survival?
Jacob, what do you think? Are we ready?
Almost. We could go now. There's no do-overs here.
Agreed. We get one shot.
And we don't want to leave anything behind that could strengthen the elusive man's cause. Your call.
Not yet. Oh god. I've seen how this plays out. I guess we'll evacuate immediately, though.
Alright, let's get these shuttles in the air.
Evacuation is go. Evacuation is
Okay.
go.
Maybe that option is just in case he didn't pick up everything here.
Stand by for shuttle launch.
Have the guns punch a hole in the perimeter, then launch Shuttle 1.
It's like confetti. Cannon really tears through him.
One is away.
Yeah, it's just like Empire Strikes
Alright,
Back.
everyone here, head to the shuttle bay and...
Suicide fighter took out one of the guns. Cerberus troops are...
Get those people out of here.
Shepard, shuttles are loaded. We need you at
Imperial troops have entered the base.
I'll meet you down there.
We going down? Where are we going? Oh, okay.
Double time it.
Clear the shuttle bay first so we can bring the door up. Then get out to the landing pad.
Understood.
Jacob, bring up the main door.
Got it, Shepard. Will do.
Here we go. Okay, let's get these people out of here.
Sure are a lot of them.
Enemy shuttles on either side.
I have a visual.
Take out that shield generator.
Two shuttles remaining.
At one.
One more shuttle of refugees to go, right? Got this. Just need to hold them a little longer.
Oh, okay, hold on. I didn't know they were still coming from the other side. Uh-oh, here come the ninjas. Just got toppled over like a sack of shit. Somebody still alive? Who's screaming out there? Ah, there they go.
Crap! Mech on scene!
Jacob, hang tight. We'll clear you a landing zone.
Look how it tears through those shields. I almost feel like I'm cheating. Switch the spike thrower. Quickest work I've ever made out of one of those things. Oh, even some pieces are still lingering up there. Oh, there they go. Minimizing themselves.
Jacob, landing area cleared.
This place is crawling. Bringing the shuttle to you.
Roger that.
Oh my god, there's a lot of troops. I'm just getting back to chat now. Except in Hatha they had the hurrah moment, but here it's just a Suicide Cerberus squad.
Commander!
Well. At least they have their moment. Ah, he liked that. Idiots. Our stupid guns can't penetrate these shields.
Nice to see you back in action.
Yeah, feels good.
I was afraid we wouldn't get anyone out alive. But because of you, we got almost everyone. Thank you.
And now there's something you can do for me. I need your help against the Reapers.
Without a doubt. I'm at your service. And I'm sure you can count on the others as well.
You too, Jacob. I need you.
Of course, but I wouldn't mind staying with these folks.
I'm disappointed. I really don't care what you do. I guess I'm sort of disappointed because it'd be nice to get another party member, but yeah, like whatever.
You don't want to join the team on the Normandy?
I'm torn, Shepard, but looking out for these families is important to me. It's where I'm at right now. I hope you can see that.
Whatever.
We could have used your experience.
I have a feeling you'll do all right, Shepard.
All right. Report to Admiral Hackett for your assignment.
Okay, but dude, like I had 12 people on my team, last time. I've got like 4 now, so who
Shepard,
even
when this mess is over,
like gets on the squad at this point? There's Tali and Javik, and is that it? I don't think we got too much to look forward to.
Hackett here.
I'm sending you a large
He
team
sounds
of
annoyed.
scientists.
I have the dossier.
They're all Cerberus defectors. Keep them safe.
Will do, and I'll put them straight to work on the Crucible.
Jacob Taylor is with them and is already working to find a place for the families.
He'll be a valuable asset as well. Snagging Dr. Cole from the elusive man is a coup. Having her on our side could be a huge win for us.
The sooner we can get the Crucible finished, the better I'll feel.
I'm with you.
Shepard out.
I also feel like I'm halfway through the game. Well, through like the core game story outside of the god-awfully long Omega DLC. And I haven't gotten Javik yet. I don't even know if the mission to get him has popped up yet. Because... Boy, I don't know. I feel like if I paid for a character DLC, they should be unlockable immediately, pretty much, like it was with Kasumi and Zaid in the last game. If I had to pay, like, I'm just gonna throw a figure out there because I've got no clue how much it was, but like $9.99 to get my Prothean squad member, and I had to like play through even like a quarter of the game before I actually got to him. I don't know how I'd feel about that. Kind of sucks, in my opinion. Ah, the collector armor. I'm gonna wear it. Nobody tell me anything different. Okay, I don't think anything major's happened in the story yet, so I don't feel like I should need to visit with the crew at this point in time. Maybe I'll go check up on Joker.
The Turians will hold. Pound for pound, they're the best fighting force in the galaxy.
Pound for pound is irrelevant, given the significantly higher mass of Reaper forces overall.
That's why we're bringing in the Krogan.
What are you talking about?
How's Jacob?
He'll be okay.
Glad to hear it. Nice to see those Cerberus scientists come to their senses.
After everything he's done, the elusive man can't pretend he's fighting for humanity. Anyone who isn't indoctrinated has to see that by now.
Glad we got out early.
Hello, Shepard. Still getting used to greeting people in person? No. I require only one occurrence to adapt to a new concept. How are you adjusting to the arms and legs? This body's performance seemed adequate on our last mission. But only adequate.
That's not the word I'd use to describe you.
Perhaps we should speak privately.
I'll be over here, flying the ship.
What's
You
this
do that.
about? Does Joker not like your new platform? No, he approves. He wants me on the bridge. He says having me within visual range is important to his morale. Shepard, do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds?
The hell does I make that calculation mean?
If I give a legitimate order, I expect it to be carried out. I'll be responsible for its costs. Why are you asking about something like that? I was designed by Cerberus. I do not take moral stances that conflict with orders from my executive officers. But when Jeff removed my AI shackles, I became capable of self-modifying my core programming. I asked Jeff if he thought I should change anything now that I can. He deflected the question with humor. And you didn't get an answer? Correct. He has repeated this pattern in response to several of my inquiries. Do you think I should make modifications?
Sure. I don't know, and I don't really care.
Your core programming, like self-preservation, not allowing humans to be harmed, things like that? Correct. Don't touch a thing. I see how that could alarm you. That is why I wanted to discuss it before making changes. May I ask you the questions Jeff avoids? When there is time, will you answer them for me? If you want level-headed answers to help you fit into polite society, I'm not really the right person. I see. I will take that into consideration.
Okay, Edie, here's what I want you to do. Breast slider 290. Let's get that hip ratio up a little bit. The textures burn on Edie's shoulder. I guess I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't looking at her shoulder. Let's see. My project from Liard to Sony. Shepard, I've been working with you on something I'd like to show you, or I've been working on something I'd like to show you. She was working with me, she probably didn't need to show me. Can we meet in your quarters when you have a moment? Okay. Memorial from Ashley Williams. Shepard, my sister got everything set up at the Citadel Memorial. She showed me what she's going to put up on the wall. It's nice. I wish I could do something to make this easier for her. She wants me to say something about our family. I know you're busy, but it would mean a lot if you could be there. Oh, like you were there for me? From Ashley Williams. Commander, just wanted to pass along that I'm settling into my new post with Admiral Hackett. Too many things get done, not a lot of rack time. Okay. I'm starting to get a handle of the enormity of what we're up against. We get new intel every day that needs to get processed into practical action. Turns out I'm good at breaking things down to the practical. No surprises there. All right, back to work. From Miranda Lawson. Shepard, I missed you last time I was here. I'm back on the Citadel. I need to find a place and send it to your nav point when you get there. Yeah, I keep ignoring her and running away from her when she is calling out to me. Meet me at the bar? From Jack. The students are kicking ass and taking names. They're keeping them on short rotation so they don't burn out. So we end up with lots of shore leave. Next time you hit the Citadel, come by Purgatory. I'll be there if I'm not blowing shit up in the field. Jack. Shore leave. From Jeff Moreau. Hey, Commander. Just wanted to let you know that I'm taking Edie down to Purgatory next time we've got some shore leave at the Citadel. If you want to come along and make it less weird, it'd be great. 8.8. What? Take a break? From Garrus. Shepard. Thought next time we're at the Citadel, maybe we could take a break. Why does everybody want to take some shore leave right now? Is this all related to DLC, or is it just because Hackett said something? Can't fight a war without a little R&R once in a while. I'll be hanging around CSEC near the shuttles if you're interested. Garrus. Oh, that sounds like a grand old time, Garrus. Hanging out by the shuttles at CSEC. From Samara. Shepard, I finished my business on Lessus. I would offer to travel once again with you on the Normandy, but the code dictates that I join the fight where it is most dire. While you do your essential work, I will do my best to help hold the front. Before I depart, I'll return to the Citadel for a short time to prepare. If it does not interfere with your duties, come find me there. Alright, everybody's going to the Citadel. Citadel's the happening spot right now. From Commander LeMays. Commander Shepard, as of an hour ago, Sorry High Command has assigned my squad to support you. We will ride with the 2nd Fleet until it's time to deploy. If you'll allow me a personal note, I knew a few of the commandos who went down to that monastery. Nothing will bring them back, but hearing that the place went up in smoke is the only good news I've heard in weeks. Ready to serve, Captain Quarian LeMays. Getting away from work. From the Artisoni, Shepard, I need an excuse to tear myself away from all these monitors. Come see me the next time we dock in the Citadel, Liara. Durlesh Mole. From Adrian Victus. Commander Shepard, Cerberus just ambushed a Turian cruiser full of high-ranking hierarchy officials. The cruiser managed to escape, but its location was top secret. Cerberus couldn't have located that ship without inside information, and the only other person who knew the cruiser's position was Volus Ambassador Din Korlak. I've heard ugly rumors of a bounty out for his head. My advisors insist I can't bring these accusations against Korlak myself. I admit they're right. The Turian and Volus economies are tightly intertwined, and now isn't the time for a political crisis that would result. But the security of our fleet is at stake. I ask that you investigate Korlak in your capacity as a Spectre, and if you find out if he is indeed a Cerberus mole, I forwarded information on his last known location to the Spectre office on the Citadel. Regards, Primarch Victus. I think we need to go there anyway to do something else for some minor little quests, so maybe. From James Vega. Hey, Commander, just wondering if you got some time in the near future. Nothing critical, just wanted to chat. Vega. Alright. We just talked. Like, not that long ago in game time, but sure. Well, it seems like 1,000 people want something to do on the Citadel, so maybe we should do that at some point. But I still think I would prefer to maybe get something done with the Quarians, or at least see what they want. So I think I'm going to go hit that up next. We've been doing a couple side missions. We ended the stream last time with a couple side missions, so I feel like...
Signal confirmed.
Oh my god, there was 2 of them. But of course, there are Reapers there. Speak with Quarians. There we go. Let's see what they want to talk about. I'm gonna go scan in the area a little bit before we get on with that. You never know. There was 2 things at that last place, which I was somewhat surprised by. Okay. Quarian envoy ship. This diplomatic frigate is like no Quarian ship on record. Its hull is relatively low temperature, and it appears to be venting heat in a similar manner to that of the Normandy when it comes out of stealth mode. How the Quarians developed this high-tech vessel is unknown, but its hailing frequencies are open and welcoming messages are being tight-beamed to the Normandy. Gee, I wonder, could that have something to do with a possible Quarian on the Normandy? I don't know.
Commander Shepard, a pleasure to see you again, though I wish it were under better circumstances.
I'd hope for your support in the fight against the Reapers. What's going on?
17 days ago, with precision strikes on 4 Geth systems, the Quarians initiated the war to retake our homeworld.
Which was a clear violation of our agreement with the Council to avoid provoking the Geth.
A treaty violation is nothing compared to recovering our homeworld and advanced AI technology.
Your homeworld? You mean Rannoch?
Correct, Commander. 300 years ago, we lost our world to our own AI creations, the Geth.
After we attempted to kill them.
We didn't try to kill them, Chorus. We tried to deactivate them. It wasn't murder.
Stealing Alliance secrets. Damn Quarians. Yeah. The Quarians are wrong.
Would have been easier all around if you'd succeeded.
Yeah, we wouldn't have had all these problems.
Our predecessors underestimated the threat. They gave the Geth time to mobilize.
Whereas you chose to attack the Geth rather than consider negotiation.
I'm glad to hear that you're finally reclaiming your homeworld.
Actually, our timing may have been premature.
It's a hell of a time to do it.
The Geth back to the home system, when this signal began broadcasting to all Geth ships.
The Reapers.
Under Reaper control, the Geth are significantly more effective. Our fleet is pinned in the home system. If we're going to win,
Win? You insisted on involving the civilian ships, Admiral Gerrel. We need to retreat or we'll lose the live ships.
Where's the signal coming from?
Here. A Geth dreadnought. It can outgun anything we've got, and it's heavily defended.
The Normandy's stealth drive can get us in undetected. I could board, then disable the Reaper command signal.
Yes, cutting off the signal should throw the Geth into complete disarray.
And when the Geth are weakened, you strike hard.
It's a hell of a risk, Commander. But if you can pull it off...
Just be ready, Admiral.
Our newest Admiral has also volunteered to offer technical expertise.
Who could that be?
Tali Zora Vast Normandy, reporting for duty.
Glad you could make it, Tali. Admirals, already a team to hit that dreadnought.
Thank you, Commander.
Admiral?
It's mostly a formality. I'm an expert on the Geth.
That's what everybody says.
I'm glad you're here.
I came hoping your fleet would help me retake Earth.
Don't worry. We pay our debts. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy. If you can help us, we'll hit the Reapers with everything we've got. Or however much is left from this stupid war.
I thought you'd support the invasion.
No. After talking to Legion, I thought maybe there was a chance for peace.
So why help them?
I'm an admiral. People look to me for guidance. Public disagreement would divide the fleet.
I'll help your people win this war, Tali.
Thanks, Shepard. And just so you know, I need to keep things strictly business in front of the admirals. If you'd like to catch up, let's talk somewhere private.
Sure thing.
I'm ready to hit that dreadnought whenever you are.
Well, give me a sec on that. I'm gonna make a save here, just in case things don't go quite the way I'm planning them to. I don't even know what's gonna happen here. We still have that Reaper music playing. I guess that dreadnought isn't in this area. Ah, there it is. Okay, what else is going on here? Cerberus Lab. Find every base, recover Prothean artifact. I wonder if that is Javik. I'm kind of curious now. I at least wanted to see what the Quarians were up to and what exactly they wanted. And I didn't know we'd be hitting that dreadnought so soon, so I'm not quite 100% on board with doing that just yet. I do want to check this out. Oh, hey, we already get Tali. Well, let's bring her along. I remember... Oh, what? Oh, Liara has to come with this one. Okay, I see. Sure, why not? I kind of like her combat visor thing. I don't know. Looks kind of cool. New. Oh, we got a new pistol. Carnifex. Okay, I'm gonna take off the SMG and I'll try this Carnifex out. Anti-synthetic rifle, I guess I'll stick with that. I don't really see a need to switch to anything else just yet. Oh. Shit, I want to go back. Damn it. Whatever.
Eden Prime. This is where it all began. Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
And where Saren unleashed the Geth for his first major offensive.
Yes. And now, with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
I remember Eden Prime.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
I remember reading the reports about you saving the colony. Then I found that Geth with the evidence about Saren.
And with that evidence, we had Saren on the run.
This time it feels like we're the ones on the run.
Cerberus hit Eden Prime hard. Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
Are her lips darker with this particular outfit? They seem darker. Are you wearing lipstick?
We'll avenge the people of Eden Prime, but our first priority has to be whatever Cerberus has found.
Understood.
Do you have any idea what Cerberus found?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. Since the original dig site here contained a warning about the Reapers, it could be connected to the Crucible.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Understood. Alright, everyone. Get ready to move.
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here.
Oops, sorry. I was gonna look at these squad points though, because I tried to press escape to see if I could go back to the weapon selection screen, but no luck on that. Singularity, sure. Inflict 25 damage per second to lifted targets, or increase recharge speed by 30%. I'll go for the damage. And Tali requires some major upgrading, so I'm gonna spend a sec to take a look at all these. Increase recharge speed bonus by 40%, or increase health and shield bonus by 20%. That should do. Weapons damage by 20%, or increase tech power damage by 30, and tech power duration by 30. I'm going to do the powers. And increase recharge speed of squad mates' tech powers by 10%, or increase recharge speed of drone powers by 50. Share with the party. Combat drone or defense drone? What is this? Holographic drone to electrocute enemies within firing range, or deploy this attack drone to stun targets and draw enemy fire. Huh. Sounds like the defense drone is more the offensive one. And the combat drone is, I don't know, more evasive. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Gun explodes when destroyed, dealing 192 points of damage across a 5-meter radius. Or increase drone damage by 40%, increase drone shields. I like the sound of it lasting longer. Drone short range attack, deal 200 points of damage across a 2.5-meter radius. Stuns for a short duration. Drone's damage and shields by 50%. I don't know. 200 points of damage. But I guess it depends on how frequently it attacks, because I suppose if this is doing 100 damage, if it gets 2 shots in, it pretty much does whatever this does. out of range. I'm assuming a larger range. Maybe I'll do the shields and damage. Upgrade the drone with long-range rockets that deal 375 points of damage. That sounds fun. Or upgrades drone's electrical pulse to jump and hit 3 additional targets. You know what? I like the sound of a drone with some rockets on it. Hit enemy with this energy pulse to inflict damage and steel barrier or shield power. I'm going to try and level up this. This. And then we'll see what we can put into the defense drone. Okay, that works. I'm fine with that.
Sign of the colonists.
Come on, let's see if we can find the dig site.
This was a beautiful colony once.
It still is. It survived the Geth before. It can survive this.
The city on Earth where I grew up was hard and dirty. I can see it as a war zone. Eden Prime doesn't deserve this.
Nobody does.
It looks rather bleak now. I remember when you first land on it in Mass Effect, it looks, I don't know, still relatively nice, even though there's a giant Reaper in the center of it.
Look at that. Bits of Prothean tech sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
Have you ever found a dinosaur while you were digging, Liara?
No. Dinosaurs and other fossils would be paleontology. I'm an archaeologist. I study artifacts left by sapient species. The two fields are completely different, and... you were joking.
Maybe a little.
That's the old Liara. She became too cold and calculating. I feel like the... You know... I don't even know what you want to call it. The... socially inept Liara was only something that we saw in the first one, but maybe we're getting back to it a little bit. Processing update. We've taken more able-bodied men and women from the pacified neighborhoods. Colonists generally have accepted the story that they have gone to perform tedious but safe manual labor in a Cerberus research camp on the other side of the planet. And when we increased food rations as our payment for their work, most of the complaints died out. Maintain the story as long as possible. We don't have the manpower to fight the entire colony, and if the families knew they were never going to see their sons and daughters again, there's no way they'd cooperate.
Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
Hopefully it's not too late. $3,000 credits for the salvage. Also, I don't know if I said it before, but the fact that we have Liara on this one.
Like the elevator down into the dig site.
Good. Now we can find out what they've discovered.
I think it pretty much solidifies the fact that we're getting Javik, so that's good at least. Kind of wish I'd done it earlier, but I don't really know what they're called anymore since they don't really identify the DLC.
It's not a Prothean artifact, it's... a Prothean.
Like the collectors, or like the bodies we found back on Ilos?
Like the bodies we found back on Ilos. But this one is alive.
You're right. That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
What can you tell me about the Protheans, the people, not the technology?
Given your experience with the Prothean Cipher, you probably know as much about them as I do. The Prothean Empire spanned the known galaxy. They uplifted countless other species to help them join the galactic community.
Galactic community? You mean like the Council?
Yes, exactly. Their cultural and artistic expression are actually quite close to those of the ancient Asari. And given their similar interests in helping other species, it's clear that they believed in interspecies cooperation.
So much thinking there. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. You'd think it'd be pretty airtight though, so I think he's still packaged fresh.
They had an empire that spanned the entire galaxy. It's unlikely they did that just by playing nice.
Of course. They must have had an impressive military as well. Whatever the Protheans were, finding one alive represents an incredible opportunity.
Good thing we brought our Prothean expert.
I hope I can help.
Not that I had much of a choice.
If Prothean was sent into stasis, he could be the foremost scientist of his time, or perhaps the wisest counselor. Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
And let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
Oops.
There they are!
Oh, you stop moving. Are these the ones that have something fun happen when you hit those packs? I don't remember now.
Got it. All right, let's get moving before more of them come back.
What the hell is that? Abstract art, I guess. Troop deployment update. Local resistance is heavy in the south and west sections of the colony. We pulled most of our troops from the north neighborhoods to assist. Our remaining troops in the north neighborhood continue standard patrol activities to maintain the illusion of a large presence in the area. If the locals knew we were understaffed, they could do some serious damage.
More intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
I guess this part's going to be relatively sprawling. Well, that means we're going to have to dig through this stuff somewhat thoroughly. What the hell? Guess I didn't do much for you, huh? Man, what is that? Must be a turret.
Found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to find the stasis deactivation signal.
Open the door. No, I don't want to be locked in here.
I never thought our empire would fall. It won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to dock space. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong.
For the Empire.
For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod. Victory. Broadcast the stasis readiness signal to all life pods.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker?
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire.
I've got the signal.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean Cipher you received on Pharaohs, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would, and understand their language.
Whatever it does, I saw the video, and the signal they used.
Perfect. Then we just need to figure out how to physically open the pod.
Only gonna let me out. My biggest concern was that it was just going to prompt up some inescapable progression, and then I wouldn't be able to look through the rest of this stuff.
They were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game. This isn't a military stronghold, it's somebody's home.
Back in the fleet, we made examples out of pirates or slavers who attacked our civilian ships.
Okay, Dolly, calm down. Get up in there? No? Okay. Yeah, I love this thing.
Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
Okay. Now, before we open that one, I'm going to go ahead and look around. What? No. Salvage. There you go. I think it's an option. It's kind of weird. But everybody pretty much wears their headgear. Let's see. No, not that. Not that, not that. Oh, hey, it didn't carry over my difficulty setting. Not a level up. No, not that. Definitely not insanity. I'm going to turn it up to hardcore to see, because we did the harder difficulty levels in the previous ones. Shepard's helmet default. Off in conversations. Conversation mode, full decisions. Squad mate helmets. Off in conversations, default on, default off. I think just off in conversations means they keep them on regardless. The thing is, I kind of like some of the headgear on, but I mean, I guess they're only putting it on in necessary environments. Oh well. We'll leave it off then, I guess. Well, there ain't anything up here. If I've been in this one. I think I might have.
Acknowledged.
How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 lifebots.
Third of our people.
Alert! North side bulkhead cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
Yeah, I don't know why it looked cooked, as you put it.
Yes. Excellent.
I guess maybe they sent a pulse through it that just fried them.
Open the pod.
Backup forces are here.
Nope, I just want to take... Alright, never mind. Just wanted to take cover. And I'm stuck.
Got it. Got it.
Shit.
Yes.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
Backup forces are here.
Seems to happen a lot. Some of these guys just fall on their ass. Continually grunting and groaning. I forgot you could do that. You could like manually revive people. Oops. That. Yeah, none of that was safe haven for me. Jesus, these
Excellent.
turrets are nasty.
Backup forces are here.
Yeah. Sorry. Can't allow it. Switch to the anti-synth rifle. Yeah, we're giving this pistol a try. Let's try it against these guys. Little to no recoil. That's kind of nice. Not the best fire rate, but like how stable it is. Decent amount of damage. Oh. No, you get back down there. It's like, where is this guy? It sounds like he's right in front of me.
We'll need to find an override to extend the bridge. No time. Let's find another way across.
Oh, okay. Let's cut through the garden center. Never mind. You know, I feel like an override probably would have been a little quicker. Where the hell does it want me to go? Because... oh, we could drop down here. I see. Like, nothing looks like it connects to that. that was useless. We didn't even go through like any combat. There's no point to disable the bridge there.
Perfect. It'll take a few moments for the life pod to process it. Cerberus has heavy forces incoming. We'll need to hold
Right, maybe if we're going into a firefight, it makes a little more sense. And I'm getting these headshots, but they ain't doing as much. Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting I have that armor-piercing ammo now. Lara? What'd you go over there for? We need you here.
Right.
I guess I'll revive her. Nah, that's not a good hiding spot.
Understood.
Oh. Good shot. I get that arm still. There we go.
Looks like we've got a second to catch our breath.
Or set up preparations for the next wave.
Preparations.
Stasis mode.
Shouldn't be long now. If there's a way to limit their approach avenues, now's the time.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access.
Oh, well, go ahead then.
Heavy mech!
Oh shoot.
I can take down a shield.
Heading indoors. Whoa, jeez.
Understood.
He just ran right into that.
There. You can open the life pod now.
Whoa. If the game stops freaking out, I might do it.
There, you've got it. Goddess. It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness. Be careful, he's confused.
Come here, stop being confused.
Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been...
A few minutes!
No, the bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online! Those soldiers are still alive!
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You'll remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods. I need the few that are left.
Power needs will be triaged appropriately. You will be the voice of our people.
I will be more than that. How many others?
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
So, I guess here on Eden Prime, there was a facility like that on Ilos. Kind of weird. But I guess this one's supposed to be near the Terminus system, so they were kind of in and around that area, yeah.
I saw what happened to your people. I know you must be grieving, but they died 50,000 years ago. My people are dying right now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human. Quarian. I am surrounded by primitives.
It's not safe here. Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
Was it a good idea to wear collector armor with the person who's just fighting them? Yeah. He'll get over it.
A living Prothean.
That's correct, Admiral. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists haven't had any luck in determining what the catalyst is. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
I'm on my way.
Oh, good. I'll have to walk through the stupid security gate.
What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
But he's not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
We've never met one before. Nothing wrong with playing it safe. Should we be worried?
That depends on you. For a soldier facing the Reapers, I sense more confidence than fear. You believe you are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which... You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
Hey.
It's Commander.
Tried.
And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the Crucible. We've started building it.
Crucible?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
It's like, oh, that piece of crap.
Finished it. It was too late.
Yeah, it was never meant to work.
Then I
was just busy
don't
work.
know anything about the catalyst.
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art, killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist. Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Then I'd say you found an ally. The goal of this ship is to wipe the Reapers from existence.
But how far are you willing to go to achieve that goal? Lies are easy to detect, but you seem to be telling the truth, Commander. For now.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the Crucible?
No. It contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
You kind of forget about that fact, that the Protheans were fighting them for, like, quite a while before they actually started to come to a close. Seems like they're just cutting through people of this cycle, though.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusanon. If our scientists did have a research facility, whatever they were doing was secret.
Yes, Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the records so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No. But they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient races became divided and confused. Then, it was only a matter of time.
I'm happy to say our cycle is different. Most races cooperate, but they still remain unique.
Then it may be your only hope.
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted, then turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
I'm gonna have to do a comparison on some of these scenes with Javik here too. I feel like his head shape is the same. The model's probably the same, but it looks slightly different. I wasn't able to tell with Samaro, but they might have done a little modification, some little squishing here or there, change it up on his end too.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean Empire would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you, I think. Is there anything more you can tell us about the Crucible?
Only the stories we heard. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered, what sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished. And if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried. None succeeded.
I guess it's supposed to explain the design inconsistencies.
So severe.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time. The Metacon War. We were turning the tide. Until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago, in ways we could never imagine.
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
I mean, the Asari sort of have an ability like that.
Details in our environment ensured our survival.
I guess it's more psychic-based than anything, though.
So, could you read something about this room?
There was liquid, a form of incubation. The DNA of a Krogan who lived here. He was powerful, prone to violence.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
Thank you for talking with me. I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved?
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies.
They still might.
Commander, you may count on me. I am known as Javik.
And welcome aboard the Normandy, Javik.
I really like that uniform. Shepard's uniform. I like to keep things official on here, especially when meeting the new species. Can you imagine if Shepard just rolled up in that leather jacket? Ugh. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to the CIC.
Joker and Edie are going to Purgatory next time we're at the Citadel. Can't wait to see how that turns out.
Why are you spying on them? Crucible update from Bryn Cole. Dear Commander Shepard, thank you again for all you did to get our group out of that facility on Gelix. Admiral Hackett is an amazing man, and it's a privilege to work under him. The construction of the Crucible is presenting its challenges, but my team and I are determined to crack its mysteries. Although I never rely on luck, in this instance, I fear we may need a little. Stay safe, Commander. I hope our paths cross again. Sincerely, Dr. Bryn Cole. Citadel meetup from Jacob Taylor. Hey, Shepard, the Crucible project is intense. Bryn and the others are all on it around the clock. Pretty soon, I'll have to make the run to the Citadel to pick up some equipment at the hospital. If you've got time, want to meet me there? Things were so crazy on Gelix that it'd be good to see you in a quieter place, you know? Hope to see you around, Jacob. Visiting the Citadel from Javik. Commander, I find this messaging system to be outdated and clumsy. I assume Specialist Trainer was joking when she said I had to type the letters from words. To form words, rather. I want to visit the Citadel next time we travel there. In my lifetime, it had been captured by the Reapers. If you would like to join me, I will be in the area where the embassies are located. I believe this concept of galactic control shared among races is a lie. Just have to put up with it then, Javik. Actually, I'm going to go see. Let's go see if Joker's got any commentary for the new crew member we picked up. Seems to be astute to those kind of things.
Damn, I could really use something to shoot right now. So a Prothean? A real live Prothean? Has Liara stopped bouncing yet? I'm guessing there may have been some bouncing.
Maybe a little. Kept it relatively reserved, though.
Liara mentioned something about possibly meeting you on the Citadel next time you're there.
Yep, her and half the other galaxy. Asgard. I don't think think we'll be taking any trips to Asgard anytime soon. What's going on here? The Migrant Fleet. Geth Debris Field. The hell is this? Nothing interesting, I guess. And then here's that Dreadnought. Scans of the Geth Dreadnought orbiting Rannoch reveal intimidating array of features, from an improved main gun and the ultraviolet anti-ship lasers to the increased thruster output. The Geth workforce never demands rest wages or autonomy, and in the creation of their flagship, they were limited only by time and raw materials. The damage inflicted by the Quarian fleet appears to be minor at best. Well, at least the party's looking a little bit more full. Who should I bring along? Javik, maybe you want to go take a look at these guys? Or maybe Evie will have some commentary? Probably not. Garrus, maybe I will bring Javik. Let me see. Yeah, he only had 2 costumes, kind of lame. The black and gold variant, and then just the standard red. I guess I'll just keep it standard. What did we pick up? The particle rifle. That might just be because we have Javik. I don't think we picked that up on Eden Prime. Or maybe we did, and I just wasn't paying attention. Stability dampener, increase stability by 30%. I think this one's going to be pretty damn stable on its own. You know, this is a bad time, I think. Yeah, I feel like the anti-synthetic rifle will probably be a lot better, but oh well. Need to get a new sniper rifle too. You know what? We'll try this one out next time. I'm gonna keep the anti-synthetic rifle. I'm gonna drop the SMG and the heavy pistol for right now. Let's see. Let's get you something else. Maybe the Eviscerator. No. Carnifex wasn't bad, but I just don't see myself using it that much. Okay, let's see. Why don't we get you on that particle rifle? Piercing sounds good. I'm surprised Gary's a heavy pistol. Kind of figured he'd have a rifle or a shotgun. Okay, I don't need anything. Tali doesn't need anything. But we definitely need to do some stuff for Javik. Vengeful Ancient is this rank. Increase power damage by 40, increase health and shield by 20. Let's do the power. Increase weapons damage by 20, or increase power damage by 40. I'm going to do weapons. Increase squad mate power damage duration and force by 10%, or increase squad mate shield recharge. Gotta go for them shields. Interesting that he's got strictly squad mate bonuses at the end there. Increase damage by 30, or increase power duration by 40. Slow targets movement by speed by 30. Increase recharge speed by 35. Well, you know what? Oh, if I undo it, it's going to do the whole thing, I think. Oh well. Increase damage by 50%. Damage to armor and barriers by 75. I like that. gonna do the baseline for these. And then let's see about this lift grenade. Okay, well, we got 3 and out of 3. So that ain't bad. Oh my god, look at it go.
We're approaching the Quarian home system. ETA to Rannoch, 5 minutes.
What have you got from the comm buoys?
Pretty much a big old shitstorm, Commander.
I have detected several hundred unique ship signatures engaged in active combat.
Yeah, like I said.
Take us in, Joker.
Stealth
It's not good for your bones.
Only way they'll detect us is if you all start singing the Russian national anthem.
Hey, I got that movie reference. Nobody's seen Hunt for Red October. Not in this day and age.
My cyber warfare suite has accessed their docking protocols.
Alright, once we're aboard, we find whatever's broadcasting the Reaper signal and shut it down. Tally's our expert on Geth software. She'll be handling hacking and security.
Good.
And you are here.
A living Prothean?
As opposed to a fake dead one?
Okay.
Shepard, there's a problem. All tubes except one are physically secured.
I see the free one. Pretty torn up, though.
Too risky for the whole team. I'll secure the docking area. Everyone else can follow me over.
Roger that, Commander. We'll just stay here. You know, quietly.
Hang tight. It'll just be a minute.
Oh, right, this is the super slow sequence. Yeah, we gotta walk upside down.
No wonder the Quarians were having trouble. That ship is enormous.
I can't see shit.
Tally, you're gonna like the view.
Better than a vid?
Much.
So did the Geth have facilities on Rannoch? What's all those lights? Maybe they just took over some of the old Quarian stuff.
How are you doing, Shepard?
No, it's
The
gone.
lack of gravity is a little disorienting.
The Dreadnought has artificial gravity. You should be okay once you're on board.
Till then, I'll make do with mag boots.
Hey, take your time, Commander. We're fine until they, look out a window.
Geth don't use windows, remember? Structural weakness.
Like the Geth are just sitting there saying, those organics would never try the no windows thing twice.
They installed one window on the ship. Oops.
Looks like the rest of the team isn't using the docking tube.
So I'm guessing you'd rather not solo the Dreadnought.
Not if I can help it. Ask Tally to get on the Dreadnought schematics. If she can point me at another docking tube, I'll override the controls and let the boarding party on.
Smart shotgun choke.
found another airlock. I think we're good to go.
Great. If you override the controls, we'll be right there.
Assuming the controls are up here. Okay, just seeing if there's any ground pickups.
Got it. You're clear to board.
Any resistance?
All quiet so far. They haven't detected us yet.
Here, let me see if I can get this open. In the meantime, take a look at this.
A gun?
There, it's open. We're clear to go.
I don't know, Tali. I got a lot of guns. Arc pistol.
Looks impressive.
It's Admiral Zen's design. It transmits an energy pulse on contact that disrupts shields and synthetics.
That'll be handy.
Oh wait, was the door up here? Maybe the door was up here. No, it wasn't. Oh, it was, yeah, no, it was. It was in the back.
So where are we headed?
We're looking for an operations center. I can disable the Reaper command signal from there.
Where's the closest one?
Past their defense network and through a sensor cluster.
Sniper Rifle Enhanced Scope 2. The long-awaited sequel.
Watch out! Gas incoming!
Man, that is a thick beam on that particle rifle.
More of them. Fast, Mr.
I don't hear an alarm!
They're gas and the work is everything on this ship. We need to get to the operations center before they drop us.
Confirm.
What the hell's hit me? Just like ruined my angle.
There is no self-preservation in these machines.
Network intelligence. As we kill them, their attacks become more aggressive.
You fought them before, Commander.
Disable their shields!
Then take them down before they destroy.
Oops. I'm currently on fire. I didn't even see what those were. I guess they were mines. Goddamn. What am I looking out for?
Look, the signal's hitting all Geth processes. The Reapers have them completely under control.
In my cycle, a race called the Jar used machines, the Jatil, as synthetic symbiotes. The Reapers subjugated the Jatil as they have the Geth. Their mechanical swarms blotted out the sky. They were brutal, merciless.
Keela, what did you do?
We sent their star into supernova.
That's not really an option here.
Not yet.
I destroyed it.
I think it will be.
The Alpha relay. It wasn't an easy decision.
Yeah, see?
Combat data. What's the state of the battle?
We're taking heavy losses. The Geth have a planetary defense cannon. It's ripping through our fleet.
They just need to hold out a little longer.
I think having Javik along on the team is somewhat interesting. It was a good choice for a party member.
Why do we need to find the operations center? Wouldn't any access console do?
No. Anything we do here, the Geth could counter. Too many fault checks and redundancy levels for what we need to do.
Geth pulse rifle. I think we had one of those
The
before in one of the previous
Center is
games.
just ahead.
Good. Let's cut the Reaper signal and turn the tables on these bastards.
Hunters are moving in.
Oops. That's not good. Oh god. I sure got up here fast. Unstick yourself. Trying to unstick myself from combat, and then I was trying to use the discharge ability, but I think I was hitting the wrong one. Oh, I think I was hitting 5 instead of 6. Or not, well, I call it the discharge ability. Nova, I think it's called. Probably would have worked. Yeah, I'll just stick with this.
That's the last of them. Let's see if that console is operational.
Okay. I know I'm just wandering aimlessly, but it's a good idea to check and see if there's anything I can have access to. Know when you might find a good pickup.
Damn it! They've locked down the Reaper signal. We can't shut it down from here in the operations center. There! The Reaper signal's coming from the drive core.
So if we get there, we shut it down?
Right, but how do we get there? The Geth have sealed emergency bulkheads to block us off. We need a route to the drive core that can't be blocked. A path that runs the length of the ship.
What about the main battery? It runs right by the drive core.
That could work.
But?
The Geth still have us locked in here. We need to get these doors open. They've locked high-level processes. We need something basic. A ship-wide emergency. Like a fire.
What about the heat diffusion system?
Wait, if I faked a thermal warning, it would open all maintenance tubes for emergency venting.
Would that override the lockdown?
Yes. Okay, I've got it primed. But be ready. I'm reading hostile Geth on the other side of the doors.
Is there any other form of Geth? feel like they're all hostile at some point.
They're dropping down from the ceiling.
There could be cloak hunters as well.
Oh, there they are.
It is done.
Way to go, Tali. Get some melee combat done. Or
Let's get to the maintenance shaft before more reinforcements arrive.
Look at how much data the Dreadnought's central processor is handling.
I think it's handling information from all Geth everywhere.
yeah, it's good that they stay in touch.
This ship design is almost Quarian, but not quite. It's meant for synthetics, not organics.
Synthetics do not care for organic ease of use or aesthetic beauty. In some cases, they actively oppose it.
Shouldn't be too much farther to the main battery. I'm surprised they'd send you on this mission, Tali.
Even admirals are expected to serve. I'm better at hacking than I am ordering ships around. Damn it. Priority message. A planetary defense cannon just took down Admiral Chorus's ship.
Survivors?
They got to escape pods, and I've got Admiral Ron trying to establish a secure link.
Put her through.
Shepard, this is Ron. The heavy fleet is collapsing. I don't know how much longer we can hold out.
We'll have the Reaper signal deactivated shortly, Admiral.
Whoa. That was interesting. Reminds me of the Death Star. I wonder if I can just like hide.
Watch the shockwaves! That's a big gun!
Okay.
It rivals the main gun on
More
Penumbra
incoming!
Apex.
I
Our
think we
black
figured out.
They just come out of the ground? Popped out like zombies. Oh shit.
Yes, Commander.
Right.
Whoa. They just took a rocket to the face.
We need to shut it down!
As well.
For the battery itself.
Okay. No ammo. Tali's still here. Like, it sounds like there's another one nearby, but... Come on. That was a pain. These cloaked together, a little bit of an issue.
There's the maintenance lock.
They've stopped firing.
We're safe as long as the maintenance lock is in place. Let's move. Come on, let's get out of here.
Just run.
We live another hour.
Watch your shield. Stick to cover.
At least we got an hour. Man, there's so much shit going on in here, it's hard to focus on anything. Oh, nah, I was wondering what that was. It's one of the mines. What are you doing? Damn shame they don't get affected by any of that. I am very thankful I brought along this particular rifle, though. Oops, hey, you set off that one. Oh, I was just looking around. Okay, well, at least I found something. I feel like I've been going on too long without finding any pickups. I probably missed something in the battery tunnel, but I really don't feel like lingering in there.
Shepard! Grab my hand! Hang on.
I'm all right.
Good. Hopefully we're done with elevators. Come on. The drive core shouldn't be far.
You'd be surprised.
It's definitely Reaper tech, but what's...
Ah. Why are you in there?
Commander, help us.
Legion.
You know this Geth?
Yes. It helped me fight the Collectors. It's on our side.
Unless it was reprogrammed, like the rest of the Geth.
Good point. Guess we can't take any chances.
Shepard Commander, wait. We can assist you. You spoke with us. You know we would never agree to subjugation by the old machines.
How do I know you're not under Reaper control?
Our architecture prevents it. We are too complex, but we are being used to broadcast the command signal to all Geth.
I'm here to destroy that command signal.
Freeing us will end the signal. You may then destroy us if you deem it necessary.
Okay, Legion. Nobody's gonna get destroyed. Just take it slowly, all right?
Wait. You cannot simply remove the restraints. We are secured via hardware blocks nearby that shackle our operating protocols. The hardware blocks are on the far side of the room.
Far side of the room, you said?
Yes, deactivation should be simple. The Geth protected them against viral attack, not physical removal.
How'd the Reapers get control of the Geth?
They did not. The Creators attacked. The Geth wished to live. The old machines extended an offer.
So we went to that Geth station and destroyed the heretics for what? Nothing?
No. Removal of the heretics made the decision to ally with the old machines more difficult. Had the Creators not attacked, it would have been unnecessary.
We'll have you out of there soon.
Just checking things around here. This all looks like an arena setup, though, so... probably nothing I'm gonna need.
Got it.
Talizora to fleet. The signal is about to go offline.
This is Admiral Hangel. We're in your debt.
Hardware blocks offline. We are free. As a gesture of cooperation, we have disabled the Dreadnought's drive core. All weapons and barriers are offline. Alert! Geth reinforcements incoming!
Ah, they sent out the big ones.
The Geth fleet is destabilized. The signal is offline.
Heavy fleet, prepare to counterattack.
Understood. I'm bringing the patrol fleet into support position. Whenever you're ready, Admiral Carroll.
Go back to our evac.
It is done. Hurry!
Yeah, good hopping over that thing. Oops. Reload that real quick. I'm going to switch to the spike thrower. Damn. Ah, there it goes. Yeah, I can't see when there's a bomb going off in my face. Oh, shoot.
Admiral Carroll, what are you doing?
Ron, check your screens. The dreadnought is helpless. No barriers, and the main gun is offline. We can remove their flagship if we strike now.
Damn it! We agreed to a counterattack, not a blind charge.
What are you talking about? We're still on board.
We can't waste this chance. Heavy fleet, all forward. Take out the dreadnought.
Patrol fleet, hold position.
You do that, and the heavy fleet gets wiped out. You agreed to a counterattack, Ron. Don't get squeamish now.
Damn you!
Damn it, what are they doing?
Focus on the Geth. We'll worry about the admirals later.
Nope, that's not cover. Always sticking to walls when I don't want you to, but when I need you to, I ain't doing it. Ooh. Another big boy, huh? Dropped a little ammo, no? Okay. That's a shame.
Patrol fleet, flanking support on the heavy fleet. Give them a firing lane.
All ships open fire.
Shepard Commander, the Creator fleet is firing upon this vessel. Without barriers, this ship will be destroyed. We must evacuate.
We need to get to the escape pods.
Geth transmit intelligences via remote signal. We do not use escape pods.
Suggestions?
Geth fighters are docked in a portside fighter bay. We can pilot a fighter to safety.
Swear to God if they shoot it out of the hangar. I'll exact the vengeance from beyond the grave.
Shepard to fleet! Hold fire! I repeat, hold fire!
They're not responding.
Damn it!
Shepard Commander, we have taken control of docking protocols.
Ooh.
We'll be right there!
Oh.
Shepard Commander, we can only launch from the upper level.
Let's go!
The door!
Double time, people!
There's just so much Geth troops trying to get to some ships too.
Normandy to Shepard, reading a loss of gravity. You okay over there?
Fine. We're leaving in a Geth fighter. Transmitting rendezvous coordinates.
Does the storage compartment have adequate room, Shepard Commander?
We're fine. Go!
Just waggle the wings or something so I know which one is you.
Some loud-ass cannons.
They fired on the Dreadnought while you were on board?
I can't help them win this war if they're gonna go off half-cocked like this.
I know. Admiral Garrow's been causing trouble along the Turian border for years. But I can understand
Doing
their
what?
desperation. We only lost Earth a few weeks back.
We haven't lost Earth yet.
We need help, Shepard. We need a fleet. And the Quarians have the biggest one out there.
I'll get it, Admiral.
Your unilateral strike endangered us all. I should charge you with treason.
I was within my authority as Admiral of the Heavy Fleet.
And what of Shepard? And Talizora?
They escaped unharmed. Shepard, the mission parameters changed. You're military, you understand that.
You're out of control. I demand your gun and your badge.
I understand that you ignored the plan and charged in without thinking.
The Dreadnought was a perfect...
Shut up.
Admiral, you jeopardized your mission and your people. Get the hell off my ship.
Shepard, I understand you're angry.
If I didn't need your fleet...
He nearly got us killed, Ron.
You must understand. The Geth inflicted heavy casualties before you disabled the Reaper signal.
You said they have a planetary defense cannon?
Had. Admiral Koris sacrificed his own ship to destroy it. He crash-landed on the homeworld.
The Normandy can assist with rescue efforts.
Thank you, Commander. I think the worst is over. The Geth no longer possess the programming upgrades they had while enslaved by the Reapers.
Shepard Commander, we are prepared to offer assistance.
I see your Geth friend has returned.
The Reapers were using Legion like a signal booster to broadcast commands from the Dreadnought. We freed him.
We freed it.
This is a fascinating prototype. With some study, I may be able to use it to find a weakness in the Geth consensus.
Later. No, I don't really like you.
Legion helped me in the fight against the Collectors.
So did your pistol. Should I worry about its feelings as well?
Yes.
It's not a toy. It's a friend.
A friend whose military is currently attacking our people. The security implications and...
It disabled that Dreadnought as a gesture of good faith.
Please, creators, we wish to offer assistance.
What can you tell us about the Geth? How will they react without Reaper guidance?
This is a false assumption. You have cut off long-range control, but the old machines placed a base on Rannoch for short-range direction.
The Geth still have Reaper upgrades?
Correct. They are currently disorganized, but once the short-range signal is in place, they will recover.
Kila, I need to warn the fleet. Then, coordinate with Geralt. Move!
We need to take out the Reaper base. Where's it located?
Unknown.
Find it.
Understood. We do know the location of a server from which Geth fighter squadrons are controlled. The squadrons are targeting Creator life ships. Disabling them will limit casualties. We offer assistance.
Thanks.
Okay. Now is going to begin a series of missions I don't remember liking too much, but got little choice in the matter. What the hell is this?
Can you clean this up?
I will try.
This is the Kodesh. We've lost barriers. Our comm system is jammed. Can anyone hear this? We have Geth fighters incoming. Please, if anyone can hear this, we need help. We have hull breaches. Life support failing.
Don't even seem too worked up about that.
I know we need allies, but it's tough to only fight Geth when the Reapers have taken half the galaxy.
Without the fleet, we lose our supply lines.
Commander, we've got reports of trouble at a Turian fuel depot on Scion. I've updated the galaxy map.
Turian fuel depot, what the hell? But anyway, there's going to be coming up some stuff. I do remember having to do something with the cannon. I don't remember liking that one. That was primarily on Rannoch, I think. And I didn't like Legion's little side mission deal. I don't remember, like, when you had to go in the Tron world and eliminate, like, the virus connections. Something along those lines. I liked some of the backstory, but I didn't really like anything else attached to that, so... I guess we'll see how it goes. Maybe my mind will change after I go through it again. But anyway... that's going to be it for tonight. So, thank you for watching. Appreciate it, as always. We'll be back with some more Mass Effect Legendary Edition with Mass Effect 3 in a few days, more than likely. It depends on streaming circumstances. Possibly going to be starting up something new tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. If not, then we're probably going to be doing some Mass Effect, or maybe I'll just skip and we'll come back to this in a couple days. But I think probably we're going to be looking at doing a stream, regardless of what it is, tomorrow. That's going to finish us up, though, so I'm going to take off. It looks like really nobody's streaming right now. I guess it is pretty late, but yeah, I don't see anything happening around here, so we'll just let it go. But thank you guys again, and have a good night. Until next time.